This, but I lost my network.
Okay, no
I
problem.
hope. Oh, okay, I
Okay,
hope I'm audible.
okay. Moving ahead, let's start the conversation with Consultants 51, episode 51.
Okay.
Moving ahead, I am Arima Kumari, HR Associate and ECR Coordinator of SKNG.
And I am Pooja Kumari, HR Associates and Audit Coordinator of SK Association Group, and we both are your hosts for today's talk show. So kindly introduce yourself.
I am Abubakar Saidu Midala, a Financial Director, YALDA, Nigeria.
Okay. Moving ahead, the only things that stand between you and your dream is the will to try and believe that is actually possible. It's a beautiful quote quoted by Joel Jones. So this quote I would like to our talk show name Conversation with Consultants, this episode 51 of our guest talk series.
Before we begin our talk show, let me briefly introduce SK Association Group. We are an ISO certified management consulting firm registered under the MSMED Act 2006 with the Government of India. Our mission is to provide consulting services to student entrepreneurs globally, covering areas such as compliance, operations, marketing, research and development, human capital strategy, and operations. Our passion lies in helping these budding entrepreneurs bring their dreams to life and contribute to global economic growth.
Entrepreneurship is a catalyst for change innovation. It's a powerful force that can reshape industries, transform lives, and make the world better place. We are committed to supporting students, entrepreneurs on their journey, equipping them with the tools, knowledge, network they need to succeed.
Now, before we begin our show, let's take a moment to introduce our guest for today. This is immense pleasure to welcome Abubakar Saidu Midala, Director of Finance, YALDA, Nigeria, to this special event. We are truly honored by your presence today, and we are thrilled to have you share this momentous occasion with you. We would like to start this interview with our first question for you. And your first question is, can you walk us through your career journey and how you become Director of Finance at YALDA?
Well, thank you again for having me here. Well, it's really incredible to be here again, and it's very fantastic and awesome. So, well, I just found myself in Yelda Finance Department or Finance Office because it's like I run for the office and I was elected for that office. And before that, I was a member. I worked there, but not in the office. But after I ran for the office, they voted me in. That's how I got there.
Okay, your next question is, what are your core responsibilities in your current role?
Thank you for this question. My role, as I said it earlier before now, so since I have a kind of document which guide me is like kind of constitution of that office in Yelda, Nigeria. So the financial director is the one that will take care of everything that has to do with finance. That will be including finance management, fund raising, expenditure, disbursement of money, payment of salaries, and everything that is related to this. That's all that is included in this office.
Moving ahead, next question. How do you ensure financial sustainability for an NGO like YALDA?
So, regarding this question, so it's like kind of we just have a kind of framework or kind of technology that we use within the organization, where it is from there everything like the information relating everything is already passing there. So everything is like kind of flexible. Through there, you can access it, everything you want, as long as if you are a member. So from there, I think everyone can access whatever he wants. So and that technology through that document is offer you a guidance how you can do the work, and anyone that want to access it, it will go through there.
It sounds good. Moving ahead, your next question is what inspired you to pursue a career in finance?
This is like first thing first. I have a passion in financial or finance stuff, and and according to my background, because I study economics in my undergraduate, so it's like things that is aligned to my field, and I have passion for financial sector or management of finance, all stuff like this. That's what give me uh, inspiration to choose or to go for finance stuff, because I really have the passion for that.
Your next question is what challenges have you faced managing finance in a youth led organization?
Well, thank you for this question. This is really incredible, and it's part of the problem not only in my organization, but it's not profit. It's like across each and every organization that we are encountering this kind of problem. So, well, the kind of problem we are first used to occur or engage with when it comes to finance is like the difficulty of raising the fund. First thing first is about it. And although we have a kind of software that we use to track how we when we got the fund, but still it's not that very sufficient that it can manage everything, all the activities of the fund, maybe this expenditure, the recording of the funding, the management, the fundraising, everything. So sometimes we have some kind of leakage, or I can say some shutdown of the internet. So sometimes maybe in the middle of our work we can experience such kind of problem. As you guys, you even witness it with me that previously our LAN network is just shut down just like this without knowing the problem. We have to go the engineer before he solve it for us. Then we got back. So I can say we have the lack of technological efficiency is part of the problem, and is kind of the main or the core of that problem that we are facing in this sector.
Nice. Next question is what has been your biggest achievement in your role so far?
So this one is like kind of a little story. So well, we have to. It's like our culture that each and every end of the year we have to do a national convention, and for national convention we have to raise uh, a kind of huge fund, since we have to gather people in each and every corner that are members in this country to come and meet in one place where we can get the decree or pass any new law or decree, or to accept anyone that has any issue to raise or something like this. So here, since I was in the office that I have to deal with the finance, so I'm the one that has to that take the charge of fundraising. It is from there that we raise kind of $30,000, which if you converting into Nigerian currency is kind of a lot of money. So this one I used to be kind of proud of that moment where we raise such kind of fund through fundraising, apart from headquarters money that it has to come to us still. So this one, the fundraising that we got is among the things that we are proud of, and the kind of things that we can say is our achievement. Yes, this one I count it as part of the achievement since we resume office, or I resume this office.
Okay. Your next question is, who has been your biggest role model or mentor?
Well, this one is a very big one, but it's like kind of so. But anyway, actually, I used to look at the global entrepreneurs, actually how those entrepreneurs make it from scratch, and that scratch is from zero level without any much capital. They started their entrepreneurship or business and they achieve it globally. Among the people that I used to take a look at, like we have like this guy, this Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg, because they are really kind of people that I used to cherish. They started from zero level, from scratch, without any money, but yet they still make it without any help, and still without a deep dive into Western education. But they still make it. I can say such kind of people, not only them, but anyone that has this kind of personalities like them are my model.
How do you approach budgeting and financial planning in a non-profit setting?
Well, so for that one, we have to we it's like we had a kind of YALDIC. It's like kind of technology that we are using in the organization, where we have to do the budgeting through that technology. It's like piece of technology, but it's only developed for the organization. So whatever we are doing, our budgeting and everything is through there. We are doing our things, but it still have some kind of relation with smart. They call it SMART. I think if I'm correct, is that one? Yeah, so it's like kind of related to this one, because since it's like kind of classified information, I can't break it everything here. But this kind of technology is work like this.
Okay. Your next question is, what book has been had greatest influence on your professional mindset?
So did you say book? Okay. Well, there is one book that I read. I think maybe it's 2018 or 2019, between those years. It called the seven greatness from seven effectiveness. I think it's that book. The author is Stephen Covey. That book is, I think, yes, it's seven greatness from seven effectiveness. That book is the book that I used to read, and I still read it again. It's a great book for entrepreneurs and for finance or everything that is related to that.
Okay. How do you ensure transparency and accountability in financial reporting?
Sorry, can you repeat this question? I didn't hear you clearly. Can you
Sure.
repeat the question?
Yeah. How do you ensure transparency and accountability in financial reporting?
Okay. Thank you. Well, well, for this, like I said it earlier, we have some this kind of technology where each and every member of the organization can access everything there. So whatever we did, whatever action we take, whatever money is go out or come in, is already there through that piece of tech. You access it, you will see all the information you want to see is already there. So it is from there we, uh, you know, we did our transparency, because it's like kind of a, we can just make it as a basic, as simple as a website. For example, it's not a website, but let's just make it as an example as a website. So whenever you enter the website, you can see all the information you ask, you can see it. It will just distribute, it will just give it to you that okay, this is whatever you want is already there, you ask it, you get it. So that's how we ensure transparency in the financial activities of the organization.
Okay, your next question is what values guide your leadership style?
Well, well, for this, I can say dedication is part of it and is among the core or center of this one. Dedication in everything. And the second thing, the last and not least, never giving in or never give up. So keep trying until you make it. Even if you try to do it but it fails, you still try again until you make it. That's all. It's just small, just two. It's not many, but I think it worked for me.
Okay, moving ahead, next question. How do you evaluate the financial impact of programs or projects YALDA undertakes?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
How do you
Can you repeat the
evaluate
question?
the how do
Okay,
you
okay.
evaluate the financial impact of programs or projects YALDA undertakes? Please unmute yourself first.
Sorry. For this question, we have an auditor office. And you know, auditors office are the people that do the investigation and evaluation of everything. So this office are the people that take charge of these things. And even them, they still use this IELDIC, this piece of technology. So even if they are done with their evaluation, investigation, whatever, they will still post it there in this piece of technology, and each and every member can access it there. So maybe for this question, I can say maybe the auditor office can answer it very maybe correctly than me, but I can say even this one maybe even if it is a little answer, but it's still answer. I believe so.
Moving ahead, your next question is how do you stay organized and focused in a high responsibility role?
Okay, well, well, for this one, so as I said it earlier, I have well dedication for everything. So and the to stay focused, actually, I have to use kind of some set principles that I set for myself, and I think is actually working for me. And this kind of principle is like I call it no difference. So no matter what, all I care when I'm working with people is like how we can just deliver the work, how we can make it work. So I don't care with any differences between us. All I care, we can just do the work, and if we do the work, we can each and every one of us can go to his own way. So this like not any difference between us. It helped to me a lot in focusing in my work to make it done. And secondly, result matter. How can we give the best result as we can deliver it, the best result as we can deliver it, not do more than we can did it. So just care as do things that it is just according to our how can I put that? It's just according to our weight, according to our capacity. I mean, according to our capacity, we can give you result according to our capacity. We can do things according to the how. we can do it. So everything that we know maybe is more than our capacity, we can just simply did what we can do and pass the result for you. You can check it. If it is okay for you, you go with us. If you think maybe it's not that cool, you can reject. But this true is things that help me to do a lot in and staying focused in working in any maybe group or non-group, and especially in group, I guess.
Okay, moving ahead. Next question. What is your experience in grant writing or fundraising?
So okay, does that mean like writing for fundraising? Is that so?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, for writing, we have some kind of five group of official under our office that are dealing with writing. So, but for us, we have to check. For me, let's say just make for me, I have to check what they wrote. Yeah, so but those guys are the people that are in charge of writing for the fundraising. So they will write, but I know what's important in their writing. I know no matter what is like is it is they have to display the core values. They have the core values or things that will convince the donator or the guy that will donate the money or the organization or whatever, that okay, this and this and this are the thing we will do with the money. That's why we are requesting the money or the fund from you. So I can say this is initially the very important aspect they are they have to focus on in their grant writing for the fundraising. But mostly, as I told you, there are people that are in charge of these things, because it's not everything you can do. There are things that you will do, and there are things that are for other people or other officials to do. But I believe that 100% these are things that are written through there. Since after they are done writing it, we have to check it before they send it.
Moving ahead, your next question is how do you mentor young professionals or volunteers within YALDA?
Oh, well, thank you. So actually, young professionals or young volunteers, they are our core. They are the people that it's like they have a very, very much priority in the organizations, since the organization is actually the mainly is for youth people. So, and after that one, to move ahead with answering your question, we maintain young volunteers or young professional through a committee that we call it volunteering committee. So those committees are the is a group of I think 10 official. They are the people that maintain the young volunteers or young, as you said, young professionals. So those committee are the in charge of these of young people, young volunteers, everything that has to do with young. There are committee for those ones, or with youth. There are a committee that are taking charge of them. So actually, we handle them with much care and love and everything that is important, because they are very important in the movement.
Okay, moving ahead. Next question. What role does finance play in achieving YALDA long-term goals?
Okay, did you say goals?
What role does finance play in achieving YALDA long-term goals? YALDA long-term goals.
Sorry. Okay, so what finance or the Office of Finance? role it's playing in achieving long-term goals of YALDA. Is this correct?
Yeah,
Is this the question? Okay, okay, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Well, yeah, okay, awesome. Thank you for this question. Well, as you know, so anything you can do, it has to do with money or with financial things. Without it, it cannot work. So I can say that the finance department or financial office is like contributing about 80 to 85% of achieving long-term goals of YALDA. YALDA, the entirely YALDA, even not only Nigerian branch, the entirely YALDA, because I can say without this office, I'm doubting if there is any work that can be achieved within this organization. Without the management of that finance, or I can say without the raising of the fund, it seems like if not, if not, nothing can be achieved. I can say it is just small can be achieved without this office. And you see, for long-term goals, it actually costs a lot of money. That is a huge expensive for any long-term goals. I can give you example. So that it is part of the projects that we are doing. Maybe I can say that to fetch each and every young people across the country to join YALDA, for example, and if they join YALDA, to make them or to involve them get work. Because as you know, in developing countries like Nigeria, there is this problem of unemployment. So in this project that we are doing, actually we are incurring the expenses of, I can say, yearly, it costing us like 20 to 30 thousand dollars in yearly. So you see, without this fund, or without this fund from this office, actually it will be very difficult, and you have to get the proper management of this fund. If not, the fund maybe will be misguided to do something else that will not give any positive result, and it's like kind of a negativity to the organization. So I can say this office is playing very important role to the achievement of the long-term goals.
Nice. Moving ahead, your next question is, how do you balance donor expectations with programs need?
Okay. uh you say, I don't know, can you repeat the question again, please?
How do you balance donor expectations with program needs?
Okay, you say, how do we balance the expectation and the
Donor
project?
expectation.
Oh, vulnerable expectation and program
With
needs.
programs needs. Yes.
Okay, 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 okay. Oh my god. But I'm sorry, can you please rephrase it so that I can understand better? Because it's like I don't hear the
This
first
question
statement
is
you say.
how this question is how do you balance donor expectation with program needs?
Oh god. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I heard it correctly now. So how do we valid donor expectation and the program needs, right? So,
Yes, right.
well, as you know, yeah, thank you for the question. I understand it now. Well, for this, there are a set of principles and guidance. For example, there is like MAU or MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, that the both side have to sign it before maybe the donor give the money, or before we requested the money from the donor, right? So For this one, I can say that actually it is very difficult to see that the donor expectation is not match the program needs, because from the first place, before we accept money from a donor, he has to see our MAU, our Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, and if he agreed to that, then we go ahead with the signing the deal or the project or collection of the fund. So I can say it's very difficult to see that if it didn't match the donor needs and the program or project needs. So actually, I can say we don't have problem with this one because of the document that we have for the MAU and other documents that we didn't mention it here, but it's already there.
Okay, moving ahead. Next question. What drives your passion for your youth development and leadership?
Thank you for this question. This is really incredible, and I actually like it personally. What drives me, I can say, first thing, in this line of work of humanitarian, or I can say NGO, non-profit making organization, is always awfully about humanity. It's not about making profit, and it's not about this one is my family, or is from my society, or is from my country, or is from anything. All it care is about humanity. All it care is about doing right. All it care is about helping the needy. So as long as it's a needy, so this is the primary concern to this kind of organization. That's what actually drive me from having passion to work in such kind of field. I don't know if I understand correctly. This is the answer, but if I miss it, you can still rephrase the question. Maybe I will understand it better.
Nice. Moving ahead, your next question is how do you stay motivated during difficult times?
Well, this one is big one. Well, during difficult time, actually, as you know, since like we are not into profit making organization, so we have to reduce the expenses from running the offices. Yeah, you get me right? Do you understand? Can you hear what I'm saying? So actually, what I'm saying, during difficult times or the times that maybe the fund there is not available or sufficient fund to do project, right? I think we can count this one part of the during difficult time. So actually, what we are doing during those times, we have to reduce the running fund or the running money of the offices of the officials, starting from all executive. We have to reduce their money, or even we can say maybe, so guys, all of you, you have to exercise patience. This month there is no salary for all of us, since from the first place we said we are working for humanity, not for making profit. So this is the way we use to cattle or to solve the problem during difficult times. As long as if this one can cool, maybe if it cannot, we have to still get other way to solve it.
How do you manage stress, especially when handling financial pressure?
Okay, do you mention something like depression? Hello, did you
Depression,
say
not stress. Stress, stress.
stress? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Can you generally repeat the question, all of them?
How do you manage stress, especially when handling financial pressures?
Okay. Well, for this situation, actually, it's like kind of very difficult for both of us. But actually, we have to use the committee. We have to start with the various committee to see how we can solve this kind of problem whenever we have it. Because it's like kind of things that we can't, like one body, one office, or one committee cannot solve it. We have to gather to get a general meeting. It is true there we solve such kind of problem.
Okay, your next question is how do you maintain work life balance?
Well, this one is like it's very pity because actually it's not working the way we want it, because there is no balance, I can say. Is why many of us here that we are in developing countries, it is very difficult to get a work balance, especially when you combine it with your health. Maybe there is very sleepless night. Sometimes it can took us, maybe you did not sleep well for more than a week, especially when there is a project, because you have to do so many night meeting. I can say there is absent of health when it comes to, not actually 100% absent, but when it comes to work balance, is very difficult when you take the aspect or the part of health, and still the mental well-being still is part of it, that I can say it's not actually 100% there. We are really trying with this one. We are suffering, I can say, from that.
Okay, moving to the next question. If you were not in finance, what career path would you have chosen?
Wow. I can say sport. If I'm not in finance, maybe I can choose sport, because actually I like sport, because it's still thing that has to do with so many people, because just personally it's like maybe naturally I love being in front of different people. So and actually I love sport, especially football.
Great.
How would you define yourself as a leader?
Well, let's say patient, then dedication, and smart work, not hard work. Actually, I can say smart work. It's just three: passion, dedication, and smart work.
What's the sorry? How do you see your role evolving in the next 5 years?
Well, for this one, I actually hope that everything that I'm praying to work, especially in our such kind of developing countries, is working normal. And secondly, maybe if it not work the way we want, so we have to take another step. Maybe I think we will go into politics. Although I don't have passion for politics, but it seems like it's the only way it can correct the situation we are in our kind of developing countries. So I can say if it work, we are good, and I'm hoping it can work. But if it isn't, we have to take another step, and that another step, maybe it can be politics or something to taking a higher up.
Okay, moving ahead, your next question is what are you most proud of in your personal life?
Well, going out of depression. Yeah, actually, because back then I was fighting with depression, kind of stressing. Like I always have to have this kind of my mental health is not balancing at all back then. So, but now it's like I have kind of very peaceful mind, and I actually like it this way, like having no worries, having no any mental problem. I actually love this kind of situation. Actually, not only for me, and I hoping for each and everyone to be like this.
Not this
Okay.
question. The question is what are you most proud of in your personal life?
Oh my god. Okay. Maybe I misunderstand the question. Actually, I what I'm very proud of is helping the needy. I'm very proud of this one. Helping each and every one that is in need is the thing I can say I'm very proud one. I will never regret this choice that I make.
What's one piece of advice you would give to a young person interested in finance?
Well, so the advice I will give to young people or to people like me that have passion in finance, they have to know patience is a key to everything, not only in finance but in everything. And secondly, they have to be uh, very careful in aspect or anything that has to do with mathematics. Yes, anything that has to do with arithmetic is very important to their career. And if it is possible, they have to go into kind of programming stuff. Actually, it will help them a lot because it will boost the way that they are thinking. And finance, it has to do with logical thinking, and I can say this programming stuff, it will help them a lot. So I think with those three things and out of experience, I can say it can work for them too, as it already worked for me, and I'm seeing how valuable and worth it is to me.
Your next question is what financial tools or software do you rely on most?
So actually, there is orange. We call it orange in Africa. There is orange. It's like kind of substitute of PayPal. So we use orange and sometimes Western Union. Just notify me if it is not correct because I'm doubting about the question. Is that correct the way I'm answering the question? It is correct.
Yes. What financial
Okay.
tools or software do you rely on
It's
most?
that's what I'm saying. Like, actually, we use orange here. Orange. It calls orange. I don't know the other name of if it is have a worldwide name, but it is orange. Actually, we call it here.
What hobbies or interests do you enjoy outside of work?
Okay. Can you repeat the question, please?
What hobbies or interests do you enjoy outside of work?
Um, reading. I enjoy reading and seeing and watching movies and drinking coffee. Yes, that's all.
Okay, your next question is what trends are you noticing in NGO financing in Africa?
So, well, for this question, I can say like to African NGOs actually, we need a domestic fundraising rather than securing funding outside, not domestic. This is part of, I can say, anyone in the field of NGOs is battling with this problem. With securing fund domestic is very difficult, and I can say if we can solve this kind of stuff, actually it can solve one of the maybe 80% of the obstacle we are having in this sector of NGOs in Africa.
Moving ahead, next question. How do you motivate yourself in your harder times?
How?
How do
Uh,
you motivate yourself in your harder times?
oh, well, actually, it's like kind of very funny, but actually, I have to switch on music. So with music, I used to move ahead. So
Okay, your next
listening
question.
music. Yes.
Okay, your next question is what legacy do you hope to leave behind Yalda?
So, well, the legacy really hoping to live in Yalda, not even only in Yalda, in any place that I work or maybe I already work or I will work in the future is no matter what, try as much as you can to give it all to achieve any work that were given to you, any task that were given to you, try to achieve it, try to deliver it. Even if not 100% exactly, try as in your own capacity to deliver it as as your own capacity as you can do it. This is kind of legacy I want to live in any place I work on, not only even in Yalda, any place.
Moving ahead, next question. What is the strangest question someone asked you an interview?
Oh, okay. Thank you for this one. So, well, I can't remember exactly the festival or the carnival that we attend representing the organization. That there is a guy that raised this question. Like, it's very funny and embarrassment too. So his question is like, okay, so those money that we are gathering always secure through funding from the organization. So, what is our profit? What is our benefit if we take it out to a project that we 100% knew there is not any benefit that will come back to us? So, what's the reason for us to keep doing stuff like this? Just giving away money out instead of sharing it among the members. So it's like I don't understand what's really you are trying to say. I think this is kind of person that is very strange, very funny, and very embarrassment. As I can say, since each and every member has a constitution that he go through, he read it. So raising this kind of question or asking this kind of question is like kind of embarrassment to the face of the organization entirely, not only us that we are in the official or in office.
Okay, it sounds good. Moving ahead, your next question is explain how to schedule your day for success.
How to schedule? How to schedule?
Explain how to schedule your day for success.
Okay, okay, okay. So in the morning when I just wake up. So after I did everything, the praying stuff, whatever, getting bath, brush, take breakfast, but before even I take breakfast or at the same time I have to check my emails. So this is the first thing that I've did. So from that morning to noon, I'm checking emails and going through things that is aligned to office to see if there is anything that I have to did in this day. So it's like basically I make my schedule to just three spaces or to three steps in a day. So the morning, noon, and then evening. So in the morning, this is the things I'm doing: checking emails and going through these some several tasks that is aligned to office. And from noon, like maybe from we call it Zuhur here. So from that time to 3 or 4, so I will be doing some personal tasks that is not aligned to the office. Then from after that, I will carry it from things that are maybe not necessarily with the organization, but is still indeed part of this work. So that's how I categorize my schedule.
Your
So
last
still to
question
add
is
it, yes, still to add it, it is from that evening I did my some hobby stuff, just watching movie before going to sleep, reading, and all things like this. Yes.
okay, great. Your last question is what is the who someone in your profession you really admire and why?
Ah, well, there is one my friend and my kind of I used to took advice from him. He's a great person. I really cherish him a lot. His movement called so he try as much as he can in his entire life to eliminate all these differences we have. All matter firstly is about humanity before anything, any attribute we attract, we add to ourselves. Because he used to say before we knew that we are this 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 years we were that he is different from us, he is different from us. We don't know, maybe we share our forefathers together. So this guy, I really cherish him, and he is the one that I can say he is part of cool guys that I met, and I really very proud of the guy.
Okay, nice. Moving ahead, we would like to express our sense of gratitude. Mr. Abubakar Saidu Midala, Director of Finance, YALDA, Nigeria, being our guest for today at Conversation with Consultants. Your presence and engagement helped to make it a success. Thank you for providing into your inspirational journey. Once again, thanks a lot.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Further, we could also like to thank our audience for listening patiently throughout the event. Thank you for everyone for joining with us today. Hope that everyone has gained some knowledge from this event. Looking ahead, we are proud to announce that our next episode 52 conversation will be held on September 20th. We hope to see you all there. Thank you again, and we look forward to reconnecting with you next week. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us all social media handles to stay connected with us. Goodbye and have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye all.
Thank you. Goodbye.